This is a demonstration of how the configurable process model support in Apromore can be used to create a model, create a questionnaire, link the two of them, and then use that questionnaire to configure the model. So here's our checklist, which we'll be working through. Let's open our example model in Apromore. Here it is, taking payment. And this model represents being able to take payment from a customer via cash, credit card, or FPOS, and possibly issuing change. Now, to make this configurable model, what I need to do is add variation points. And the variation points are gateways here, and I mark them by adding a configurable property. Now, it's just a flag. Normally, gateways are not configurable. In order to mark it as configurable, I go over here to the side, the property. I click it to select that property, and for reasons which are obscure, you can't just click it with your mouse like you would expect. You have to toggle it using the spacebar. So when I toggle that, you see that it's marked with a thick border. That means it's a configurable process model now. And the two things you need to do in order to turn a gateway into a variation point is mark as configurable, and not strictly required, but really, really helpful, give it a name. The reason it's important to give it a name is because later on, when you use the configuration mapper tool, you won't have the diagram, and knowing which variation points you're editing is much easier if they've got names. So the other thing is, when you have variation points, they usually come in pairs. You need to have the join as well as the split. So we've got this split here, and its corresponding join also needs to be marked as configurable. So let's just do that. And give it a name. So we want to be able to configure whether we support cash, credit cards, FPOS, all three, just one of them, two of them, with these two variation points here. And whether or not we have a cash box and give them change is going to be another set of variation points for these two here. So let's just mark those. Okay, and that's now a configurable process model. Note that it is in BPMN. The support in Apromore for displaying and editing process models is only for BPMN at the moment. You can convert configurable EPML into BPMN, and it will retain the, it will convert it to configurable BPMN. But to actually display and edit, it has to be a BPMN model at the moment. Okay, let's save this. So the original example was version number 1.0, this take payment model. I'm now going to save version 1.1 with the variation points marked. And we're done.